Hello, I'm Steve Goad with On the Road to Hampton Roads. Eddie Bond and I are traveling throughout the Hampton Roads region, seeking out those entrepreneurs that still believe that it's possible in America. It is one thing to find an entrepreneur, it's another thing to find an entrepreneur that actually encourages other individuals to succeed and grow their business. I'm here today with We Are Titans, Zach Miller, and Brennan Dunn. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We did have the opportunity to interview you a few months ago, and you talked about at that time, you mentioned something about a November event to stimulate, well, I'll let you tell the story. What's happening in November and what day's happening?
Sure. So let's go back to the origins, I guess. Probably about 9 months ago, I came across a website, and they did this event where they would build an application in a weekend. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Like, why can't we do that? So I reached out to the companies and I was like, hey, come to Norfolk. Their response was, where's Norfolk? 1. How many investors does Norfolk have? 2. And how many startups does Norfolk have? 3. And my answer to them was a few in Virginia and a few. And they were like, thanks, but no thanks. And I was like, okay, I'm the wrong person you say no to. Because most people would take that and say, okay, we can't do this. But I was like, you know, let's see what we can do. So I started pitching the idea around to the company, to the people around. They're like, yeah, actually, that's a pretty cool idea. You know, we definitely have the resources here, the manpower in this area, the creatives in this area. Why can't we do something like that? So I actively went out to the universities, started at ODU, and I met with someone there named Tom Osha. And he was
for those who don't know what ODU is, what is
Old Dominion University, and they have a facility over there called the Innovation Research Park, which is kind of like an incubator, but it's really about bringing the community and the resources that the university has together. Okay. So I pitched the event to him, and he was like, set a date. It was that easy.
Is that easy?
Pretty much.
So you actually, at universities, it was that easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, all right. I went back, and the first thing that we came up with was in August, and I was like, I want your students there. I want to make sure that as we involve the community, that the students at all these colleges also have that opportunity. And if we were to do something during the summer break, they wouldn't have that opportunity. Okay. So I came back, and of course with Old Dominion University having a football team now, you have to work at that schedule. And
so what are they called? The football team?
The Monarchs.
The Monarchs. The Monarchs of ODU. Okay.
So, go big boy. So I picked a date, and then after doing more research, I found out that that was against their biggest competitor, one of their biggest competitors that weekend, so we changed the date. The event is November 11th, 12th, and 13th at the Innovation Research Park at Old Dominion University. It starts at 6 p.m. on Friday and ends at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. on Sunday. It's building an application, building a company, building a product over a weekend period.
Okay, now you've got it. So this is called Start
Norfolk.
Start Norfolk.
Mm-hmm.
It's on November, the first night is November the...
Friday, November 11th.
11th. So if I sign up, what are you looking for, individuals or teams to come?
Yeah, so we're looking for both. We're looking for several different sets of individuals. We are looking for an entrepreneur or someone with an idea that they want to pitch. We are looking for people to build that, so engineers, developers, designers, business people, marketers.
Well, this is like fascinating. How this thing works.
Do you remember team captains with dodgeball? You know, you'd have a lot.
Yes, I can remember that sound. Yes.
You'd have the team, the leaders, right?
Right.
And then they would try to encourage other people. You know, they would say, "I want you," or "I want you," and people would gravitate to different people that were like them. And the goal of this is, if I'm a developer and I'm really good at software or programming, I resonate really well with this guy I might not even know, who's pitching this grand idea of this. I might go and say, hey, let's work together this weekend. Or I might go to somebody else I do know. And the goal is just to put the right people in the same room, people with very different skill sets, and see what happens.
Okay, so you get this how do they, I show up, okay, that sounds like a great event, I'm gonna show
So
up.
you're a business guy.
You know, I'm a business guy, and I just kind of go, is there a cost to this?
Yeah, so it's $50 to attend and to pitch your idea or be a part of that team.
Okay, so I pay my $50. I show up at 6 p.m. on
Sure.
Friday.
Well, let me go over that. So,
Okay, so I kind of stomp into here,
yeah,
and I got my $50.
yep.
And I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
So what happens to me?
Sure. So at 6 o'clock, there's going to be kind of a meet and greet until about 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, the people with the idea are then going to pitch to a series of judges.
So they have like a minute or two to kind of pitch.
1 minute to pitch their idea.
So
So it's also kind of
So get it tight.
Get it tight,
Basically,
competitive.
their elevator pitch. They're going to go up and say, "I have an idea how to change the world. This is what I want to do. I need my team. I need a team who can do this, who's proficient in this." And then they basically lay out the the elevator pitch, or the pitch for the product. And it's kind of like I go up, I give my pitch. You go up, you give your pitch.
Yep.
And at the end of the pitches, the goal is teams start congealing.
At the end of the pitches,
Yeah, okay.
the judges are going to select a percentage of those.
Okay.
And from that, let's say it's 20 ideas, we're going to select 10 of them. So then from that, people are going to be like, well, I want to be a part of that team. So they're literally going to go up to...
So I would be the businessman, be kind of sitting back looking at...
Well, I love that idea, I want to go work with that
Yeah,
person.
so
So yeah, we're going to limit it, but so we're not going to have, let's say 200 people show up. Not everyone can be on the same team.
Right.
But once their idea has been chosen, then kind of, like he was saying...
It's a free market approach to this.
Dodgeball style. I'll take you, yeah. Why
This
don't
guy
you do
has
that?
vision, this guy I don't think has vision, therefore
Yeah.
I'm going to work with
Okay, so the ideas though that they're pitching, so we're clear on this, these are based on like applications?
It can be any, the goal is to establish a prototype. It doesn't need to be a full-fledged product at the end of the weekend. It can be a business plan, it can
Sure.
be something with potential. So it can be, I've got an idea how to build a wind farm out in Suffolk.
Okay, all right.
Or I've got an idea how to build an app that in the event of, I've got an idea that can help candidates streamline communication to their constituents during an election cycle. Or I have an idea on how to do this. The goal is getting the seed planted and germinating it as much as possible in 48 hours. And at the end of this event, or throughout the whole event, there are people with money there, investors, who are angel investors who have told us, offhand, we like a lot of the customers you work with. Let us know next time somebody comes along with a great idea that needs funding, because I'm sick of real estate. I want to start investing into companies. So the goal with this is basically it's a marketplace for investors to say, this team has a lot of potential. They've done this in 48 hours. If I give them X amount of dollars, where can it go?
So this is a wonderful opportunity for anyone that's got an idea, that's looking for investors and wanting to, but an individual could come in, also an existing team could come in also.
Sure.
It could be a company that just says, hey, a few of us are going to get together, me and my coworkers, and we're going to be a team.
And so but first off, got to get their pitch. That's the first critical thing. They got to get a 1 minute elevator pitch, enough that'll sway not only the judges, but also if they're looking for, like they're missing someone who's a business guy or marketer.
To sway them enough.
Sway them to
Yep.
come over, as you said, the dodgeball, come over to my team.
Yeah.
And we'll do what we're going to do to the other teams.
Yeah.
And then you start, okay, they get together, they form up, and this will be Friday
Yeah,
evening.
Friday night. So that all should be done by about 8:30, 9 o'clock on Friday.
The pitch or the form up of the team?
Forming
Forming of the teams.
Really?
Yep.
So you're coming in at 6.
You come
Do
in at
the
6.
pitch.
Yep.
Say, okay, people want to go to so-and-so, he's over in this corner or whatever, and then they get to kind of huddle around and
Yep.
form their team.
Yep.
And then they get their teams locked in.
Yep. And then,
And what do they do for the rest of the...
so basically, the end of that night can do one of two things. One thing that makes this kind of competitive conference different is 2 of the nights we're going to have regional bands, so kind of like the indie bands from the area. So we have 2 bands coming in.
We have speakers, we have people, we have 2 sets of people. We have speakers who are going to be giving talks on basically local people who run businesses who are going to basically talk about business or talk
Okay.
about how to choose great ideas or how to
Their experiences
how to
over the
grow
last
ideas.
year.
Basically give the, so it's not just all building that product or company. It's intermingled with motivational talks or people who are business guys who are going to go in and talk about their experiences. And like you said, there's music. It's kind of like a conference, but the goal of it is along this whole timeline, they're going to go from nothing to something.
Okay, and then during this, they will have like, you know, they listen to a speaker, or they can or cannot, you know, it's up to them. if
They
they
don't
want
need
to.
to stay around for the music.
So if they want to,
Sit in the corner
you'll
and
have
take-
rooms that they could go
Yeah.
off with
Yep.
the.
It's two separate rooms, so there's going to be like a presentation room, and then there's like the development room.
And so they can go off into their groups in the development room, sketch
Sit
things
in the
out,
hallway.
hand it out, and work on their pitch. So
Yeah.
they're doing that, they're starting Friday night, they're doing that Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday are all about actually building off of that pitch. And then on Sunday night, the teams will end about 5 o'clock, and they will prepare their presentation to then pitch to the judges again. From here was my idea 2 days ago, now look how far I've gotten. And then the judges will then select, after hearing all of these pitches, they will then select a winner.
It becomes like Shark Tank. the TV
Well,
show.
no, I was trying not to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what makes,
Wouldn't work.
another thing that makes this event different is some of the prizes. You know, it's great to form a team and a company over a weekend, but that's not sustainable. So, you know, there's cash prizes, there's legal help for a year, accounting help for a year, business help for a year, and then we're even giving them office space for 6 months. So they are able to really, on that next Monday morning, go and start working and be in an office and have expertise from professionals in this area to actually work off of that project.
And I'm thinking about this as especially, again, as you know, I come from more of the business side of things.
Sure.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity, if nothing else, to learn on forming up, but you could, even if you don't become selected number one as the best idea by the judges, the Shark Tank, but you could actually form a group together that could be the beginnings of something, like a nascent beginning of the next company.
Sure, it's about meeting people, it's about building stuff, but ultimately it's about bringing more to this area. I mean, like you said, second place in American Idol has done really well over the years, right? We're not saying
I still don't remember the guy with the hair. You know,
it's about getting more companies and excitement in this area.
It's the same thing, you just need a spark to usually do something. I mean,
Right.
most people are trapped in these 9-to-5 dead-end jobs. And if they can just free themselves from that for the weekend and then do something, who knows what their next week could be.
All right, and here's this is the one last question. Suggest. Why do this? It's not like you all, what we are Titans, that you don't have enough to do. Because I noticed Zach here, he's just getting the orders and just can't help himself.
Yeah.
But, and that's part of the business, it's part of electronic, you're responding. As you mentioned earlier, I was here earlier, and Brendan mentions that they jump on everything. And literally, you send these individuals, even one an email, and they're gonna come back. They're really gonna come back, or someone in their office gonna come back, and they'll be right on top of it. And I know that you've got things to do as a company, and you've got goals that you're moving for. This is a lot of work, and this is a lot of effort. Why would you be crazy enough to do this?
I wrote a blog post specifically about this because we had some people saying, oh, this isn't purely altruistic, this isn't purely, just giving back, there must be some sort of selfish reasoning for this, right? And I said, being a fan of Ayn Rand, yes, I'm not purely altruistic in everything we do.
Okay.
But this helps me because our clients are startups. If we can build more startups locally, we have more local clients. But it helps everyone involved. It helps startups, it helps us, it helps
The city.
everyone involved. And that's the goal. I don't think it's either we win or they win. It's, this is truly one of those things where the kind of culture we need isn't here yet to make our company really where we need to be. It's in New York, it's in Chicago, it's in Boulder, Colorado, it's in Austin, Texas.
It's in Portland,
We
Oregon.
want to create at least a semblance of that here. And this could be something that could help get us in there. We want more private sector startups that are focused on high technology, high growth, high scalability businesses. And that can't happen here because geography is immaterial these days. I mean, we have clients in Shanghai. I mean, location is nothing. But it's all about people networking and people who, I might be strong in this, you might be strong in that. It's a chance meeting that helps, like, you know, you and Andy getting together by chance maybe. Now you started on the road networks. It's the same sort of thing.
Well, and this is very deliberate, unlike a mixer or a critical mass,
This is a
where it's a social thing. This is
That's the
actually,
point.
and right now to finish up, and how could anyone, okay, as I understand, it's not open just, because I had a little bit of misconception, it's programmers.
No.
But so it's open to anyone, anybody that's got an idea that would like
Wants to be
have a
part of it.
team, want to form a team, and build a whole business. As I say, a nascent, the beginning of a kernel of a true business, they can come to this. So how do they get in contact with you? Well, first off, is there room for more people to sign
Yes.
up?
Yeah, there is room. The website is www.startnorfolk.com. You can read about everything on there. And all you have to do is click register, and then you select one of the 5 options. And if you don't want to participate, but you want to come and just observe, there's that.
So 5 options are like, I'm a business guy, I'm a designer, I'm an engineer, I'm a marketer. Kind of choose your title.
And if nothing else, just pay $50 to come in, see a really very active conference, what's going on, and who knows, you might run into a company that you may want to work for.
You're going to get advice. You're going to get my takeaway from any conference is I get inspired after I go to a conference. I'm around people who are energetic and motivated. The goal is to get people to have that same takeaway.
Okay, well, again, thank you both for taking the time and allowing us on the road and Hampton Roads to come in one more time.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate it. And I look forward to this event. This is going to be
great.
It's going to happen so much. So it's Steve Goad on the road.